You've had a chance to look over these court documents today. In digging into them, what I notice that there's no motive, no why, no information about how these victims might have been targeted. How important is that information for a successful prosecution, Coy?
You never have to know why it happened. You just have to show that it happened. I mean, everybody wants to know why, and the link between this guy and the victims, and maybe it'll come out in the future, but it's not necessary for a successful prosecution.
When you look at this case compared to the hundreds of homicides you've worked successfully, what stands out to you in looking at the process they went through?
Well, first of all, this is a very small department that had no experience in anything like this. It was way outside their wheelhouse. But, they did what people should do when you have something, a task like this that's you think over your head. They reached out for help, and they did. And from reading the affidavit, it looks like they did a really good job. It sounds like they identified this guy potentially very early in this case, when I'm sure it was very frustrating for the detectives not to hear people say, you guys are screwing this case up, when they knew who probably did it really early on. And then they did the due diligence that you have to do to get this guy in the end.
Some of the things we're learning, like they found the sheath to the knife. This guy was supposed to be have a lot of information, a degree in criminology. He seems like a moron to me, like he did not have this well planned out. But you have interviewed killers face to face, Coy, numerous times. What do you think about this guy?
Well, it's like they say when people go into battle, you make all these plans and in the war, but when it starts, everything goes out the window, right? Because it's chaos, and he wasn't prepared for the amount of chaos in this case, and he did something stupid. He left the sheath to the knife right there. I mean, thank you very much. We'll take that. And they were eventually able to get the DNA profile off the button to the sheath, which of course wasn't